Hey y'all, so it is 11:59, almost 12 o'clock, and I just want to come on here and share this. Lately, God has been talking to me, and when I say talking to me, He has been talking to me. He has been using Bible verses, He has been using songs, He has been using just post anything, but lately He has been talking to me. And I was watching, I don't know what, I was watching something on YouTube earlier, and I don't know if it was some kind of demonic transformation, but whatever I was watching, I just felt this dark spirit came over me. I think I was watching some kind of tarot card reader, whatever have you, and this dark feeling came over me. And when that dark feeling came over me, I felt fear, and I fell asleep. And I don't really have sleep paralysis. That's not something that really bothers me, you know what I'm saying? And I had sleep paralysis. And you guys, within that sleep paralysis, I kept praying to God. And this one was different. This sleep paralysis was different from any I've ever had in the past. Like, that spirit that dark demonic spirit did not want to get up off of me for some apparent reason. But I didn't lose faith, and I didn't I didn't stop praying. I kept praying till that sucker was up off of me. Long story short, after that happened, I kind of woke up, opened my eyes and woke up, but then I fell asleep again, and it happened again. And I kept praying again. But this time, I think I astral traveled this time, because it's like I knew within my subconscious that I was asleep, but I also knew that I was going through a demonic attack, if that makes sense. But I knew I was asleep. I'm like, I know I just woke up, and I know, like, I'm just laying here right now, but why am I going through this again? Am I asleep again? I gotta be asleep again. So I kept praying again. I kept praying again, and I kept praying again, and I kept praying again in my head. And when the last time the spirit came up off of me, I woke up. I think I woke up because my phone went off, and one of my friends texted me, and I didn't even respond to the text, but I was up. And then I got up, I turned to the other side of the bed, and I was just laying there. And within me laying there, I think I fell asleep again. But this time when I fell asleep, I kept hearing a song playing in my head. Be still and know that I'm God. And that song just kept replaying. And in my subconscious, like in my sleep, I'm singing the song. But I didn't know that I was singing the song out loud while I was asleep. Like, if it makes any sense, like, y'all, it's just, oh my God. I did not know that while I was asleep, I was actually singing the song out loud. And I kept singing the song, be still and know that I am God. And my son came over to me and woke me up, and he's like, Mommy, are you singing to God? Or he always say Jesus. He said, are you singing to Jesus? And I said, yes, boo. I said, I'm singing to God. And he's like, to God? And I'm like, yes. I said, God. I said, I'm singing to Jesus, his father. And he said, I didn't know Jesus had a father. And I'm like, yeah, Jesus has a father. His name is God. Like, I'm singing to God right now. And he said, you always singing or talking to Jesus. And I'm like, yeah. I said, God just gave me a vision and told me to sing this song. And I said, you want to hear the song? So I kept singing the song out loud. And he's just like, I don't know that song. So I put it on YouTube. I found it on YouTube, and I put it on YouTube and let him listen to the song that I was singing. But y'all, I just kept singing that song. I was singing that song. Even now, like, I'm singing that song now. Like, I don't know what is going on in my life. I know I'm going through a lot, but it's just like, God has been so good to me. God has been talking to me, showing me signs, giving me words of encouragement, like pushing me to do certain things. And lately, I felt like he's been pushing me to minister. But I'm being stubborn and I'm being hard-headed and I'm being disobedient to him. And I feel like some of the stuff that's happening to me is because I'm being hard-headed. And it's not that I don't want to minister the word of God. I do. Because I love hearing God speak. Oh my God, it's the most beautiful thing in the world when God speaks to you. Like that still voice in your head. Like it's the most peaceful, serene, fulfilling feeling in the world. I love it. And I know I'm being called to minister. I know it. I tell my dad that all the time. And he's like, you're having premonitions. God is speaking, calling you to do something greater. But I'm being disobedient and stubborn. But just for him, in that moment just now, to come to me in my sleep and said, twice a week, on Sundays and Wednesday, I'm a PK. So stuff like this that's happening to me right now is like, it's not surreal, but in a way it kind of is, because I'm like, oh my God, this is stuff I saw my parents, my great-grandparents going through, and now it's happening to me. So I'm not scared, I'm not fearful or anything. It's just shocking and surprising, like, damn, this is happening to me. So this is something generational that's been passed on. My grandmother died in church preaching. She was preaching on Sunday, and she just passed out in church and died. And I felt like she's passing on the torch or the crown to me for me to carry on the legacy. So I know I'm being called to minister. I know I'm being called to save souls. I know I'm being called to minister the word of God. But in a way, I'm being disobedient. And even though I'm being disobedient, God is still calling me and he's still speaking to me. Still giving me signs, still giving me premonitions. Jesus.